My favorite question on the campaign trail, I had someone say, "Are you sure you're tall enough to be the state auditor?" Yeah, I'm the perfect size to be the state auditor. Really? Are you serious? Yeah, they never see me coming. Thank you. So I'm Tina Cannon. I'm running for state auditor. Why? So I spent 28 years in accounting. I have my degree in accounting. My emphasis was management accounting, where you go in, you analyze a corporation or a company, see what's not going right, and then make recommendations for how to change it. So that's pretty much what we do now in the auditor's office. When I sold my company, John Dougal found out I was retired, and he reached out and said, "I don't think you should be retired." So I've been in the office just under 2 years now, and my background is tax. Now, why that matters to you. I spent 28 years sitting across my desk telling people how much money they have to pay to the federal and state government. And I can tell you that the majority of people will pay more in state taxes than they will in federal taxes. And I can tell you why that happens. We tax income, sales tax, and property tax in Utah. That is not usual. I've done taxes for every state in the nation. Utah is unique in those three. There are some who do it, but not very many. Where does that matter for you? I know whose money this is. I'm watching out for it every day. It's your money. We should be extremely careful with it, or we should give it back. And it's that simple. So, John talked about the independence of the office. That is very, very real. So the last week of the session, they actually wrote our office out of the Capitol. So that happens when you are an independent auditor. That means you say the tough things. When John Dougal was elected, 800 out of 1,000 state agencies were non-compliant in their financial reporting. That was under the last CPA. Why is that a problem? Because it makes an opportunity for waste, fraud, and especially fraud. So what John did is he came into the office and he said, "You will either be compliant or we will not distribute your state funding." What that does, guess how many are compliant? 100% are compliant today. What I've learned from John, the most important quality in a state auditor is a backbone. You have to be willing to say the tough thing and say it repeatedly. I'm Tina Cannon. I'm asking for your support on April 27th at the state convention. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ricky Hatch. I'm running for state auditor. Every audit begins with two lies. The first one is when the auditor says, "I'm here to help." The second one is when those who are being audited say, "We're glad you're here." I'm running for state auditor. This room has symbols in it. We've got two beautiful flags that symbolize our country and our state so well. And symbols are important. And there's one symbol that stands out for its simplicity and its purpose, and that is the pocket protector. While it's not nearly as heavy or weighty as a symbol of a cross or the flags or a dove, it does symbolize diligence and intellect. As your state auditor, I will be the ultimate pocket protector for you, safeguarding your assets against waste, fraud, and abuse. I have a 3-decade-long track record of auditing across various sectors, including the past 13 years as the county auditor, actually up in Weber County. So I not only talk the talk, but I have walked the walk for nearly 3 decades. My mission is clear: to provide transparency, accountability, and efficiency in government. In other words, to protect your pockets from waste, fraud, and from abuse. But I'm more than just an auditor, I'm a leader. I was elected president of the Utah Association of Counties. I serve on the National Association of Counties Board of Directors. I've testified before Congress twice. And I serve on the Advisory Council for Auditor Dougal. When he was first elected back in 2012, he asked me to sit on that advisory council, and I've been on that for the past 11 years. Trust me, you want to elect a nerdy accountant as your next state auditor. If you have any questions about how I've worked with state legislators and with others, please feel free to ask Kara Nielsen, Kara Berglund, representative, or John Johnson, the Senate, in the Senate. They can talk to you about what it's like to work with me on good legislation that strengthens internal controls. So you want me as a nerdy auditing CPA to be your pocket protector, your next state auditor. I'm Ricky Hatch, and I ask for your vote. Thank you.